What's up, minions? Lex DeVille here, and on this channel I help you break the chains that bind your mind to build a freelance empire. In today's video, we are doing an Upwork profile review of Ahmad's profile. He's been commenting and engaging with my channel, and I really appreciate that, so I told him I'd go in and check out his profile, and he's letting me share it on the channel today. So if that's something you want to see, keep watching. Hey minions, if you're new to the channel and you like what I have to say, then be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss a video. Only do this if you like what I have to say and if you want to hear more about freelancing, entrepreneurship, and personal world domination. Alright, so I'm doing a review of Ahmad's Upwork profile today, and he's agreed to let me do this on the channel, so that's what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do, looking at his profile, is I'm going to go up here, which I don't think you can see this on the screen, but I'm going to search for his keyword title just to kind of see where he ranks in search results. Now I've already done this, so I kind of have an idea, but this is to show you guys. So I'm searching for app sheet developer, and that was the main keyword here. Now you notice when this pops up, and I'm on my client account, by the way, he's not in the top 3, not in the top 4, 5, 6, 7, but he is on the first page. So that's really good, because that tells me that for the most part his profile is pretty optimized. There's just certain reasons why he may not be making it all the way to the top, and I'll explain some of those here in just a minute. But he is on the first page, which is more than most freelancers can say, because a lot of freelancers don't make it to the first page. That says he's niched down enough and he's optimized enough for SEO to at least make it there. But ideally, he should be up here, 1, 2, or 3, one of these top 3 spots that clients see, because that's going to be the best place to get found and get invited to gigs. Alright, going back to his profile, we're not going to do all of the different pages here, we're just going to do the general profile today. But he's got a good clean picture up here, as you can see, and not really a whole lot to change here. It's clear, it looks HD, and it's a nice headshot, so that's going to be an alright picture. I might recommend a little bit of blue on your clothing or in the background, but other than that, not much to change there. Scrolling on down, you've got availability as needed. I usually recommend 30 plus hours, even if you don't have that available, just because it makes you look a little bit more available and approachable. Over here in your title and bio, so we'll come back to these here in a minute. The main thing I want to mention with your title is that you need to shorten this. First of all, nobody's looking for the word expert, and we talked about this in my customer Facebook group yesterday, that no clients are looking for the word expert. Clients don't search for the word expert, and if you call yourself an expert, it actually kind of proves the opposite is true, because an expert doesn't have to call themselves an expert. They just demonstrate their expertise in their bio and everything that they write. Now, before we get into the bio, I want to say this should also be shortened, so I would actually get rid of all of this. The only thing I would have here is app sheet developer, and that's going to help you move up in search results. That should help you move to the top of those search results, to one of those top 1, 2, or 3 positions if you get rid of all of this extra stuff, because clients aren't searching for all of this. They're just searching for this. So put in the number one thing that you want to do, whatever that title is for you, put that here and keep your word count limited on that. You don't want so many words like this, because it hurts you in getting up to the top of those search results. Now, I'm not going to go through this just yet. I want to scroll down. So you've got popular projects, you've got several of those. I think this is a good opportunity, and it's a new feature that Upwork offers, popular projects. You can kind of list some different offers, give clients some options, and those can be really valuable for you. I think that a lot of people should test those and see if they work and if you get any results from those. You've also got good feedback, and several gigs work, so you've earned $200, $100, $150. When these close out, you'll want to get 5-star feedback on those, of course, and that's going to help you finally get that top rated status, which you don't currently have, but again, you haven't been on the system very long. You haven't been in Upwork very long, so you'll get top rated soon. It just takes several weeks to get. Your portfolio looks really good. You've got 4 items, you've got 4 pages worth of items, and inside you've got a lot of information on those. So I can scroll for days here, and that's just awesome. You've got a little description here, and everything looks good inside of this. Clients love to see a well filled out portfolio, and you've got multiple pages, which is really good, because that's going to help prove to clients that you are someone that other people trust and that clients want to work with you. You've got skill tags listed, employment history, you've got other experiences, and I noticed you have a ton of these, so that's kind of cool. I've never seen someone who had so many other experiences listed, but it just kind of makes your profile feel a little bit stronger. Your education feels a little bit weak to me because it says master's degree and it doesn't tell me anything about that. So you might want to put a paragraph or so of description down here. Just what was the master's degree and what kind of courses did you take? How does this support you as an expert? All right, now I want to go back up here to your rates, which you've got set at $50 an hour. You're getting clients at those rates, so I don't think you really need to change anything here. Those rates are going to serve you all right, and they have already proved to do that. You've already earned some gigs. Might as well keep going with those rates. All right, so let's get up here to the main thing that I would improve on your profile. So the biggest problem for me with your profile is your bio. This is the single biggest change that you can make to improve your results. The first thing that's a big problem for me is this emoji right here. I don't think you need these green emojis. I think they look unprofessional from the client's eyes, and this would kind of screams spam to me. If it was only 1 or 2 emojis total, then maybe it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but when I go down and I see all of these emojis, this starts to look really spammy to me. So I would get rid of most of these, especially the ones that are up here at the very beginning. A lot of people are putting these at the beginning these days. I do not recommend that because I don't know that it actually helps you. I think it looks funny when you're looking at this on mobile, and it just kind of distracts from what you're trying to do. The second thing I would change is these first 2 sentences. These are me-focused sentences. They're talking about you and they're trying to establish credibility, but the problem is the client's not here for what you've done. They want to know how you can help them. So you should be talking about the client. You should say something that's going to stand out to them in this very first sentence. So you could ask them a question about their business. You could ask them a question about the problems they're having. You could make a statement that's just going to really stand out to them that only an expert would know to say. But this needs to be something different if you want to get better proposal responses, if you want to improve your chances for responses. This is all SEO optimized, so that's good because it's getting you onto the first page. But the problem is if clients aren't impressed with it because they didn't read it, then they're not going to reach out to you as much and they're not going to respond to your proposal. So get rid of this, change this first line to be something more interesting. And as we talked about in yesterday's video, all of this other stuff, which is also credibility, needs to be bumped down to the second or third paragraph. So this shouldn't be part of the first paragraph. It should be a separate second or third paragraph. Now, you should have a paragraph in between your first line and this line. Like this line shouldn't be here. This line should come somewhere else in your profile, in your bio. But you should have a second paragraph here that just kind of talks about the client and their needs and how you can help them. Bump this down, the credibility down to a third paragraph. The next change that I would make is to space out some of this stuff. Right now it looks really blocky, and I'll show you what I mean. So if you follow my cursor, we've got a square all the way around this thing. It looks like a square. And that's a block of text. And when you have a block of text like this, it makes it very, very hard for the client to read it. So I'm looking for key points, and I might look down here. I can see data analyst, data entry. Notice that these are spaced out. It's very easy for me to see those things. But up here, there's not enough spacing in the paragraph, so it's hard for me to read. Same thing right here. These are hard to read because there's no spacing. So in addition to the spacing, this is all one section right here. This is kind of your top section. And then you've got, I would love to illustrate some high-profile clients and their projects of my career. So this is a second section. All of these sections, you should have a call to action in between these. So if this was the end of your main section, then there should be a call to action right here, which is something like, if any of this is what you need, message me. Or if you like any of this, then contact me. Each section should have a call to action at the end of it. So call to action here, then you go down through these bullet points, and then you should have a call to action here, and then continuing on down, a call to action here, and then a call to action here, which you have a little bit of right there. All right, the last big thing I want to point out about your bio is you need to switch it from a me focus to a you focus. You need to focus on the client a lot more. So I'm going to highlight a couple of examples from these bullet points right here. So why choose me over other freelancers? Starting right here, it's already talking about me. And if you go down to the first line, I focus on providing value to all of my clients and earning their trust. The client reviews and feedback on my work are immensely important to me and the value that I provide. So you used 5 me-centered words. It sounds very self-focused, and clients do not like that. They don't care about you, and they only care about themselves and what they get and how you're going to help them and how you're going to solve their problems. So when you talk so much about yourself, it becomes a problem for the client if they've even made it this far. Also, you need to space all of this stuff out because it's so blocky again. You can see the block square right here. It makes a big square. The next line, over-delivering. This is core to my work. My focus is on giving more than what I expect to receive. I take pride in leaving all of my clients saying, wow. Again, you've got 5 instances of the word me, myself, and I in this sentence. So you need to get rid of those. You need to change that around so it talks about the client. So instead of saying, this is core to my work, you could say over-delivering. This is core to what you get. That's just one way that you might change that. My focus is on giving more than what I expect. Instead of saying this, I might say, the focus is on giving you more than what you expect to receive. So that would be a way to get rid of that by replacing my with thee and replacing I with you. Just little changes like that are going to make a huge difference in the client's eyes. So the main thing that I can tell you that's going to improve your profile is really to focus on shortening your title, spacing out all of this bio stuff so it's easy to read, replacing this first line with something that'll be interesting to the clients, getting rid of a lot of these emoji things, and then adding call to actions in between each section. Once you do that, this profile is going to be much, much stronger because you're already ranking on the first page. So this is only going to help you try to rise to the top of the first page by being someone that clients actually are looking through, clicking around, and responding to, hopefully. Those are the biggest changes. Your bio is the biggest stopping point for me. Everything else looks pretty good. I mean, you've got this really full profile, and it adds a lot of credibility for you. And you don't have to get rid of your credibility points here. You just need to bump those down to the second or the third paragraph and use the first sentence and the first paragraph to talk about the client and how you help them and how you solve their problems. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. To get your own private Upwork profile review, go down to the description and click the link. That will take you to my profile review request page. And on that page, you can see all the stuff that I do. I go line by line through your Upwork profile. I tell you what to fix, how to fix your title. I look at your targeting. I look at your copy. I give you suggestions for how to improve the flow and style of your copy, SEO optimization, brand optimization, and all of these different areas. We clean up your profile 100%, and then I send it back to you with all of my thoughts and feedback for how to help you get better results, whether that is helping you bump yourself up on search results or helping you to get more responses from clients by making yourself look like a more legitimate freelancer. So if that's something you want, that's down in the description. You can click that link and go to request an Upwork profile review from me. That's going to be a private review. It's not going to be put on the channel, so that'll be just for you, and you can get that. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Lex DeVille. I really appreciate you guys. See you next time.